Perfect. Morning, team. Well, welcome. So this is the last class of what we'll do. We'll say it's definitely the last class before Christmas because next week is Christmas Eve. So yes, I'm sure you'll be doing bits and pieces. But I'll message you about further classes. But without further ado, today it's a lovely, gentle stretch out before pre-Christmas stretch out, and it's in honor of the fact that on Saturday, I think the 21st, Saturday or Sunday, it's the winter solstice. So it's officially the astronomical, not the meteorological, it's the astronomical start of winter. So it's the shortest day and the longest night. So those of you who struggle a little bit with the darkness, with winter, take heart that from then on in, every day from the 21st, we get a tiny slither of extra sunlight. So it's kind of edging towards spring. We're in the weeds of winter at the moment. But the word solstice means the sun stands still. And it's that kind of glorious moment that marks the turning of the seasons, that slow retreat of winter as we head towards spring with a tiny bit of lightness. And Chinese medicine would say that this time of year is very much a time of year for rest, recuperation, for managing our energies, for nurturing ourselves as we head towards the season of yin. Oh, I think Barry might be here. We head towards the season of yin energy. That's a very inward looking season. So what we're going to do today is to honor that in a very slow, gentle flow. So doing as much or as little as you wish at this time of year to nurture yourself. We're going to start in a seated position today. Unusually, I know we are going to come to lie down, but we're going to start seated today. So if you need to pop something underneath your bottom, if you need a cushion or a little prop, go ahead, or sit up against a wall if you find sitting a little bit uncomfortable. We'll place a hand somewhere comfortable, might be on your knees, might be in your lap, and allow the chin to drop and the eyes to close. And we'll take a moment to arrive at our practice today, honouring that conservation of energy, that time to nurture, that time to look inwards. And there's a lovely poem by Margaret Atwood about the winter solstice. This is the solstice, the still point of the sun, its cusp, and midnight the year's threshold, and unlocking where the past lets go and becomes the future, the place of caught breath, the door of a vanished house left ajar. So that moment to perhaps press pause, and maybe a pause to reflect on how far you've come this year. I listened to a really interesting podcast recently with an American psychologist called Abby Schiller, who was inviting us to reflect on a year and saying that quite often we have a bias towards what's just happened. So if maybe the last week or month has been difficult, then we tend to think that the whole year has been like that. And equally, we tend to focus on those things which perhaps didn't go quite well. And again, that can colour our experience. So almost looking beyond those moments which have challenged and tested you. We're still here. And perhaps over the next few days as we head towards the solstice, a time to reflect, a time to really look beyond those moments and see the year as a whole. So as you start to deepen and lengthen your breath, just feel your sit bones grounding down into the earth beneath you, almost like roots. And from there, the spine can grow tall, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Allow the shoulders to soften, the face to relax. We'll start by taking a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, allow the weight to drop down into your hips. Allow the knees to soften. And then as you lift your chin, you can keep the eyes closed or blink the eyes open. It's going to start with some lovely shoulder rolls. We're going to roll the shoulders forwards and up. And then all the way back and down. You can slide the hands up and down the legs like me if you wish. You're going to roll the shoulders again, all the way up. And then open up some space in the chest, back and down one more time. Lovely. We're going to do just the right shoulder now. Big roll with the right shoulder. And draw it back and down, and then the left. Lovely. Let's do one more with the right. Lovely one. Just to open up. It's a bit chilly out there this morning, team, so the shoulders might have scrunched up around the ears. We'll do one more with the left. And then we'll do one more with both of them, rolling them forwards and up. And coming all the way back and down. And this time keeping the shoulders rooted down the back. We'll bring the hands together at the heart. Dropping the chin down towards the chest. And then as you inhale, we're going to circle the arms all the way up. Maybe lifting the gaze. And as you exhale, big circle all the way out and back to the heart. Chin dropping down. So inhaling. Heart lifting, arms lifting, then a big circle. We may be drawing the arms all the way back behind you before you bring the hands to the heart. We'll do that one more time. Lifting up. And this time bring the hands all the way back behind you. And I'm going to come up onto my fingertips so I can really loop the shoulders back and open up through the chest. I'm going to take a nice deep breath in as you dig in through your fingertips. And as you exhale, drop your head over to the right side and really press down into your left hand a little bit more deeply. And then we'll start some gentle shakes of the head. So you're saying a very slow no. Lovely. Keep pressing down into those left finger pads. And then we'll come back to center. And this time we're just going to take a very slow yes. So we're nodding up and down. We're keeping that ear to the shoulder. We're keeping pressing down through the left finger pads. Oh, that feels good. You're going to roll the chin down towards your chest. And now press down into your right finger pads as you bring the head over to the left side. And again, you start that little shaking of the head. So you're saying no. So it's not a fast movement, it's a very slow movement here. Lovely. And then from there, we do that slow nod of your head. Oh, one side always feels stiffer, Haiti. And then roll the chin down towards the chest. This time we're reaching both arms up. Let's take an inhale. And as you exhale, right hand down, left arm over. Let's come into a lovely side bend. Beautiful through the middle. Inhale. And a gentle windmill to the other. And again, let's do that twice more so you can soften that supporting elbow as you lengthen out through the side of the waist. Lovely, grounded through the sit bones as we do one more to the right side. And then one more to the left side. Lovely. Let's bring the hands down. Now have a little look at which way you've crossed your legs. Make a mental note of that. You're going to lean into your hands. Bring the feet down to the floor. You can hold behind your knees. You can just lift your chest. Maybe come onto your tiptoes. Or take a little cheeky boat pose, lifting the shins. Depends on how much energy you have today. Maybe you can let go of the arms as you keep that chin and chest lifted. Smile because we love a cheeky boat pose in the morning. Maybe it'll be the last one of the year. Actually, no, we've got another one to come. And then bring the soles of the feet together as you come down into your cobbler's pose. So you can slide those heels away from you, pulling up through the shins as you lift the chest. Lovely. We're going to draw those knees up towards you like a little butterfly closing its wings. And as you exhale, let the knees drop away and take a little lean forwards. You're going to do that twice more so you can lift the chest, lift the knees. And then exhale, take a little surrender forwards. One more time, inhale. And this next time we're going to pause, allowing the knees to drop open, maybe the elbows resting against the knees. And we tend to collapse here. So think about lengthening the chest forwards and just lifting the back of the head towards the ceiling a little bit more. Lovely length through the spine. Lovely. Now we're going to bring those knees together, bring the hands behind the knees. Again, maybe just lift your toes, lift your chest. Coming back into that little cheeky boat pose. Maybe extending the arms, maybe extending the legs this time. Lift, lift, lift up through the chest. Lovely. And then if you can remember, we're going to cross the legs the opposite way round this time. So I feel the awkward way. Lovely. Hands to heart, chin to chest. Inhale as you reach the arms up. Exhale, take a big circle all the way back and around to the heart. Lovely. Twice more. Inhale. Lengthening, lifting up. And exhale to circle. Lovely. This time taking the arms up. Take an inhale as you turn the palms forwards. As you exhale, take a little cactus. Really squeeze the elbows down the back. Lovely. Reaching up, breath in. And squeeze the shoulder blades down the back. Oh, that's good. One more. Lovely. We're going to hold that little cactus. And then come into a twist to the right, bringing your left hand onto your right knee. And we're going to bring that right hand behind you so you can lift up nice and tall through the chest. Maybe taking your gaze over that back shoulder if it feels good. Lovely. As you inhale, lift up nice and tall. And as you exhale, rotate the chest back to the center. Reaching both arms up, take that inhale. Exhale, take that cactus, palms are forward, squeeze the shoulder blades down the back. We'll take that little twist to the left. So this time the right hand comes across. Left hand behind you. Again, you can prop yourself up on your fingertips if that feels comfortable, so you can lift up nice and tall. That's it. Beautiful. Again, we'll take that nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, come all the way back to center. Bring the knees up towards you, so feet flat to the floor. Reaching both arms up to the ceiling as you inhale. And as you exhale, take a deep forward fold over the legs, wrapping the hands behind the thighs. You might even be able to rest your forehead on your knees, rounding into the back there. Lovely. And then reaching the arms up, take an inhale. Now, option to repeat that with bent legs, or this time straighten the legs. And as you exhale, come down into your fold. So you decide, maybe you want to keep a little halfway house and bend the knees a little bit there. So it's still early days, so just allow the body to release there, softening down over the legs. Lovely. We're going to roll our way back up and slide that right leg in towards you, so you've got your foot on the floor and we're holding behind the knee. Lovely. Sitting up nice and tall as you just point and flex your left foot. So feel a nice stretch out through the front and the back of the foot, back of the ankle. And then just have a little roll around with the ankle there. Might be some clicks and crunches as we roll out one way and then all the way around the opposite way. Coming into a deeper twist, as you flex that left foot, you're going to bring your left hand or elbow to give that right knee a little hug, and then circle the right arm all the way back behind you, sitting up nice and tall. So if you need a bit more space and you want a more gentle twist, then it's your hand rather than your elbow that brings that knee in towards you, sitting up nice and tall. Lovely. Again, take that nice deep breath in to lengthen. As you exhale, let's come all the way back through center. And we're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. And then just bring the hands down behind you so you can lean into your hands and try and relax that right knee out to the side there. Now maybe this is enough, or you can start to slide that left heel in towards you, bringing that shin a little closer in. Then keeping the hands where they are, We're just going to have a little rock of the legs from side to side. So first the foot, then the knee, coming down towards the floor. Yeah, little rock into the hips there. So how far that knee comes towards the floor depends on the hips. Let's do one more in each direction. Oh, that feels nice. And then we'll come all the way back. Now feel free to stay there. Or if you want a little bit more, push into your hands, lift your bottom, and then move it towards your heel, and then walk your hands a little closer in towards your bottom. And you can do that as many times as you wish, so you're bringing your chest to your shin. Those of you who want more stretch, you might even be able to cradle your shin like a little baby and hold it there, depending on how that feels. If that's a little bit too much, you can always just cross the ankle and have a little forward fold, right ankle over left ankle, you decide. If you're cradling that baby, place the ankle very carefully back on the knee. Bring the hands behind you. We're going to slide that left leg back out in front of you. Bring the right foot to the floor and holding on in front or behind the knee as you inhale, we're going to lift the chest. And as you exhale, round the spine, so a little cat-cow variation. Inhale, bring yourself forwards and up, lift the chest. Exhale to hold the knee and round. One more time, inhale to lift up. Exhale to round. Now as you round the back, you're going to continue to roll all the way down onto your back. And bring that right knee with you up in towards the chest. So we end up lying down, hugging your right knee. Lovely, soften the shoulders. Tuck your chin down towards your chest as you lengthen the neck. And then start to roll your right ankle. So you're just rolling the foot round. Again, there might be some little clicks and crunches. And then changing direction, taking that foot round the opposite way. And then pausing there, bringing your left hand onto the knee. And bring that knee across the body into a little twist. Now you can just let that right arm just drop behind you. Or maybe if you want more, you can reach it back above your head, lengthening out through the right side of the body as you press that knee down towards the floor. Not forcing, it's whatever feels good this morning. Lovely, you're going to roll all the way onto your back. Bringing that knee with you, holding on around the back of the leg. Extend the leg up towards the ceiling. There, you can always rebend the other leg if that's uncomfortable. And this time we'll point and flex your right foot. So feel that lovely stretch in the back of the leg. Lovely. And then pause there as you flex both feet now, really pressing the heels away from you, pulling the toes back towards the face. Slowly, we're going to bring that right foot down to the floor and slide the left leg in to join it. So you've got both knees bent out. Feet about hip width apart, snuggling your heels into your bottom. As you inhale, let's start to lift the hips, coming into a little shoulder bridge. And as you exhale, roll your way down, really getting that lovely massage through the spine. And again, inhale that little pelvic tilt as you start to lift the hips, making sure those knees don't roll out to the side. And then roll your way back down. For these next two, if you want to reach both arms back above the head, just take that breath in as you lift and lengthen. And exhale to bring everything back down. Lovely. One more time. And exhale. This time as you come down onto your back, hug both knees, one hand on each knee. Have a little circle around with the knees. You can keep the legs together, or you can do that little breaststroke action with the legs, whatever feels right for your body today. Yeah, whatever you're doing, let's take them round the opposite way. Just a few lovely roll arounds into the hips. And then giving those knees a hug. We're going to slide the hands around the back of the thighs and extend both legs up towards the ceiling. Now, drawing your navel to your spine as you flex the feet strongly, getting that lovely stretch in the hamstring. Feel free to pop a little bend in the knee. Lovely. We're going to bend the knees, bring the heels down to your bottom. Have a little flick of the legs behind you so you can roll your way up to seated. Extending both legs out in front of you. Take that big breath in. And as you breathe out, coming down over the legs again, you can bend the knees or coming back down into that little forward fold. Maybe the legs a little straighter, depending on how that feels in the back of the legs today. Lovely. Let's roll our way back up, this time sliding your left foot in. Lovely. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. And then using your right hand or elbow, give that knee a little squeeze. And then we'll take a big circle with the left hand, bringing the fingertips to the floor behind you. So again, like we did at the beginning, you can press the floor away and really lift the chest towards that bent knee. Flex that right foot. We didn't do our little rolls, did we? Take a nice breath in as you lift the chest. And as you exhale, come back to center. Let's do that. Let's bring the hands behind you and just point and flex that right foot there. I forgot my little points and flexes there. It's only when I did it, I was like, oh, hang on. And then we'll just roll out the ankle. So we'll get a little bit of movement there. Oh, that was a click. This side's a clicky side, change direction. Okay, so we're going to cross your left ankle. Now, one side is invariably going to feel different. This is definitely my stiffer side. Okay, so we're going to allow the knee to drop open and then start to slide that right heel in towards you, sitting up nice and tall. Try and keep that knee pushed away from you as we allow that little rock of the knees from side to side. So you're trying to keep the chest lifted. It's very easy to kind of sink there. So again, that sensation of keeping the chest lifted. So you take that little roll across the hips. Oh, one side always feels stiffer. Lovely. Then we'll come back to center. So again, maybe you stay there. Remember the option, left ankle over right ankle. Take that little forward fold. Or if you want that deeper twist, you push into your hands, you lift your bottom, you move your bottom to your heel, and then your hands to your bottom. So you're bringing your chest and your shin a little closer together. And again, if you want a little bit more, you might be able to cradle the shin in the crook of your elbow there. Oh, this side's an uncomfortable baby. So don't worry if, like me, you find that one side feels stiff, but try and keep your chest lifted. So find somewhere that accommodates your hips, your knees. You've got your shin cradled, or carefully bring the ankle onto the knee. Bring the hands down. We're going to slide the right leg out in front of you. Bring the left foot down to the floor, holding in front or behind the knee. Our little cat-cow variation as you inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, we're going to round the spine so you rock back a little bit. Rocking forwards and up on your sit bones as you lengthen. And exhale to rock back and round. Lovely. Let's do that a couple more times. Rounding back. Now this next time, we're going to lift the chest. Now slowly as you round, we're going to roll our way down onto your back, bringing that left knee with you. Give it a little hug. Remember that lovely long neck, that softening into the back of the shoulders. And just roll out your left foot there. Just have a little roll out one way. And then round the opposite direction. And then allowing the foot to relax using your right hand. We're going to bring the knee across the body. It's that little twist. Again, the other arm can drop behind you or reach it all the way back behind you, back above the head. Lengthening out through the side of the body there. Lovely. Now roll back onto your back. This time holding around the back of that leg. So we've got two straight legs as you take that leg up towards the ceiling, pointing and flexing your left foot there. So really bring your navel down towards your spine there, so you're almost flattening your back towards the floor to keep it nice and safe. Lovely, and then pausing as you flex the foot. And then we'll bend the knee, bring the foot to the floor. and then slide the other leg in to join it. So we're going to do a little bridge flow here. So we'll just start with the movement and then carry on adding the breath as we go. So we're going to lift the hips and float both arms back above the head, finding that lovely shoulder bridge, that length. And then roll the hips back down as you lower the hands. Lovely. Bring both knees up and in towards the chest, one hand on each knee. And as you give them a squeeze, we're going to pick up the head and shoulders, coming into a little ball. Lower the head, bring the hands behind both legs, and we'll take the legs up towards the ceiling. And now reach both arms back behind the head as you flex the feet strongly. And then bring the feet back down to the floor. Bring the hands back down by the side of the body, knees are bent, heels to your bottom. Adding the breath. Inhale as you lift the hips, arms reach back. And exhale as you roll back down. Inhale as you bring the knees to the chest. And as you exhale, give them a squeeze, head and shoulders towards your knees. Extend the legs up, extend the arms back as you breathe in, flexing the feet. And as you exhale, bend the knees, feet to floor, hands down by the side of you. Let's do that twice more, rolling up as you inhale, reaching the arms back. And exhale to roll down slowly. Pick up the knees as you breathe in. And breathing out as you give them a squeeze, option to round the nose to the knees. Inhaling, arms and legs extend, arms back, feet up, flex the feet. And exhale, come back to center. Lovely, let's do that one more time. Finding that lovely shoulder bridge, arms reaching back as you breathe in, a squeeze of your bottom before you roll back down. Bring those knees up and in. As you breathe out, we'll round them up, shoulders away from ears. Last time to extend the legs up, the arms back, flexing the feet. And then slowly bringing the feet to the floor, arms down by the side of you. Take a moment. Lovely. As you bring the knees in towards the chest, this time we're going to roll up and over to all fours. So you can roll over your feet together. Coming onto all fours, hands under shoulders, knees underneath your hips there. Lovely. So coming into our cat-cow. As you inhale, we're going to lift the chest, let the tailbone lift. And exhale, rounding like that angry cat. And again, inhale, allow the chest to pull forwards. And exhale to round. And just do a couple more like that, knowing as we move on that if this really is enough for your wrists, this might be where you'll stay. Lovely. So we're going to come back to our tabletop position. Now, option one, you can stay exactly as you are, or you can turn your fingers to the sides of the mat. Or if your wrists are okay, we're going to turn the fingers to point back towards your knees. That's strong on the wrist, so see how we go. Are you ready? We're going to come back to our cat-cow. Just a few of these. So as you inhale, we're going to lift the chest, push down into your hands. Exhale to round. Oh, that's the stinger in the wrist. Just twice more. Inhale, so really listen to your body. Inhale as you come forwards and up. And exhale to round. Lovely. One more time. Oh, that's a good stretch out for them, isn't it? Slowly come back to the tabletop and very carefully bring the fingers to point forwards. And then bring your bottom back towards your heels into a child pose. Pop yourself up on your elbows and give those wrists a little bit of a twirl there. Ooh, finger a little bit of movement. And then extend both arms out in front of you, letting the forehead come down toward the floor as you find your child pose. Lovely, really hugging those hips back towards the heels. Now feel free to stay there. Or we're going to inhale as you come up onto all fours. And exhale this time coming down onto your tongue. Lovely, rolling up through a cobra. And bottom coming back down towards your heels. Sliding the hands back towards your knees. We're going to rise on up into our standing kneeling. Then you can tuck the toes under or keep them flat, you decide. You're going to circle the arms all the way up as you inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Lovely, inhaling up. And this time as you exhale, bring the hands behind you so you can bring your hands onto your low back, fingertips pointing towards the floor. Again, that big roll of the shoulders back as you start to lift the chest, keeping those hips on top of the knees. Squeeze the elbows back behind you as we come into our little modified camel there. Lovely, take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly release, flatten off the feet, bring the arms all the way back up. Upper arms by the ears as you slowly bring your bottom down towards the heels. And bring the hands down in front of you, back onto all fours. Now you might need to take a little pad forwards, so you're bringing yourself towards the top of the mat there. Okay, so you're going to slide your right leg all the way back behind you and push the heel away and have a little rock back and forth over your toes. Lovely. Now slowly, you're going to start to walk your hands back towards that left knee. So that right leg is going to slide all the way back behind you. So you end up sitting on your right heel there. Okay. On your left heel, sorry. So we're coming into a little modified pigeon. So you can lower that right knee, maybe flatten the foot, or if you want more, keep the right knee lifted and push through the heel. Lovely. We're going to relax that right knee down, relax the foot. We're going to roll onto that left hip. So you've got your left heel in towards your groin, and we're going to spin the right foot up towards the sky. So left heel in, right leg out to the side. Beautiful, reaching the arms up. Let's take an inhale. And as you exhale, let's come over that right leg. Lovely, back to center as you breathe in. And then we'll switch the arms over, really flex that right foot. Lovely, back to center, breath in. Over into that lovely side bend. And this time as you bring the left hand down, option to sweep the right arm in front of the face and lift the hips, coming into that little wild thing. Lovely, we're going to lower the hips all the way down to the floor. Reach the arms up. Now you're going to turn your chest towards that left thigh. Bring the hands down and take a little pivot so you're sitting back on your heel. Going to come all the way up so you've got your left knee bent. Right leg is straight, tuck the toes under and lift the hips. You've got a wonky dog, left knee bent, right leg straight. Push that right heel into the floor. And then come into your regular downward dog. Feet hip width apart, have a little pedal out through the feet there. Maybe a little sway of the hips. And then we'll lift the heels, carefully rolling down over your toes back to all fours. Flatten your feet as you inhale, lift your chest. Exhale back into your child pose, option to stay there. Or again, rising back up as you breathe in. And down onto your tummy. Elbows hug the body. Lovely, we come up through cobra. And push the bottom back, finding that child pose. Again, we'll slide the hands back towards the knees, rising on up. Tucking the toes under, so we're in that standing kneeling, sweeping the arms up, take an inhale. Exhaling, hands to heart, keeping those hips on top of the knees, we'll sweep the arms up. And again, hands come all the way back behind you, pressing the hips forward as you loop the shoulders. Maybe lifting the gaze, only if that feels comfortable, so we're looking up rather than back. Supporting the back, and then slowly release, flattening off the feet. A great one to strengthen the knees, that slow descent so the arms come up. And slowly, bottom comes all the way down. And then we end up on all fours again, having that little pad forward, so make sure your hands are towards the top. So this time you're going to slide your left leg back behind you and just have a little rock back and forth. You can always stay here if this little reclined pigeon sitting on your heel doesn't work for you. If you want more, start to walk your hands back towards that right knee so your left foot is sliding back behind you. So you end up sitting on your right knee. You can lift your chest, maybe keep that knee lifted so you get a real stretch in that hip flexor, or you can relax the knee and flatten the foot for a lesser stretch. So you decide what works for you. Whoa, that's a good one. So remember, you can always just keep that hamstring stretched, so keep your bottom lifted. Okay, so we're all going to relax that left leg. Roll onto your right sit bone. So this time you've got your right heel into your groin and the left toes up towards the sky. That's it. That's it, Hazel. Reach the arms up. Take a breath in. We're coming over that left leg. Breathing out. If you just want to do a regular side bend from cross-legged, feel free to stay there. Inhale to center. And then we switch the arms over. If you're with me, you're really flexing that left foot. Lovely. One more. Back to center. Over that left leg. And this time we should bring the right hand down. Option. Pick up the hips. Coming into that little wild thing variation. And then slowly, slowly, we'll bring the bottoms down. Sweeping the arms up. So this time you're going to turn your chest towards that right thigh. Bring the hands down so you can roll your way back. So you've still got that right knee bent, left leg is long behind you. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, that wonky dog, left leg straight this time. Then come into your downward dog, having that little pedal out through the feet. Now this time you can drop down to all fours, or this time you're going to ripple the body forwards to plank as you inhale. And as you exhale, knees down, chest down, come down onto your tummy. You're going to find your cobra. And then this time, lift the hips straight back up into your downward dog. From your downward dog, walk your feet towards your hands so you're coming to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, maybe catch your elbows, have that little drape over the body. Let the crown of the head soften. Everything relax. And then fingertips finding the floor or resting against your legs. So you can come up halfway into your flat back. Breath in. And breathing out to fold. Lovely. Twice more. Inhale, bring the chest forwards. And exhale to fold. One more time. Exhale to fold. This time we're going to roll our way up to stand. Take your time. Big circle of the arms all the way up when you get there. And hands coming to heart. Lovely. So we're going to interlace the hands and push the palms up towards the ceiling. Upper arms by the ears, feet about hip width apart. We're going to take an inhale as you reach up. And as you exhale, take a side stretch to the right. So we're bumping the hips the opposite way. Lovely. Back to center. And then all the way over to the other side. Lovely. Coming all the way back up through center. Hands swim behind you so you can interlace them. Now, option to stay there or drop the knees and take a little forward fold, maybe lifting the arms up towards the sky, pushing the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Lovely. Let's release the arms, sweeping the arms all the way back up as we rise. Exhaling, hands to heart. So we're going to add on, knowing you can repeat that, or flip the palms all the way up. Nice. So we're going to tuck your right foot behind your left foot. And it's like you're doing a little curtsy there. You're going to bend both knees generously and then come over to the left. If you're wibbly wobbly, keep both feet hip width. Come all the way back through center. Bring both feet underneath you. Left foot behind right foot. We're going to soften the knees and come over to the right. So you're really pushing the arms away. Oh, that's a good one. Come all the way back. Feet underneath you. Breath in as you reach. And breathing out to swim the hands behind. One more time to open the chest. Breath in. Breathing out to fold. Maybe the legs a little straighter now. Coming all the way down. Lovely. Let's come all the way back up as you breathe in, bringing the arms back up to the sky. And hands coming to heart. Lovely. So at the top of the mat, and the feet stay hip width, but we're just going to slide your right foot back, and it's only about your foot's length back. So it's not a big stride back, it's just about a foot length, and you're keeping your hips facing forwards and feet hip width. Arms come up by the ears. Lovely. We're going to take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, take a little twist to the right. See if you can keep the hips facing forwards. Lovely. Back to center. Then take a little twist to the left. Beautiful. Come all the way back to center as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, we're going to fold forwards as far down the legs as feels right for your hamstrings. Lifting up halfway as you breathe in. As you breathe out, slide the right foot back behind you and bring the knee down to the floor, flattening the foot. Right hand to the mat as you circle the left arm forwards and up. And then all the way back and down. Twice more, big circles. Inhale, reaching forwards and up. And exhale to circle down. Lovely. One more. This time bringing both hands down to the floor. We're going to pick up the back knee and spring both feet forwards. Top of the mat. Inhale into your flat back. And exhale to fold. We're going to rise on up. Breath in. And hands coming down to heart. Lovely. So this time left foot just slides back again, just about a foot length. Feet hip width. Arms come up. Lovely. Soften the shoulders. We'll take an inhale. Take that little twist to the left. Back to center. And then a little twist to the right. Lovely. Inhale to center. And as you exhale, we come down. So you push your bottom back. Maybe the hands come to the thighs. Maybe you can find the floor. Lifting up halfway. Breathing in. Sliding the left foot back. Bringing the knee down. Lovely. Left hand stays on the floor. We're going to circle the right arm forwards and up. And then reaching back and down. Twice more. Big circles. Opening up through the chest. And back and down. One more time. Hand finding the floor. Going to lift the back knee, look forwards and spring the feet forwards, top of the mat. Inhale as you lift up halfway. And exhale to fold. Lovely. We're going to rise on up. And hands to heart. Okay, we're going to add on, bringing the arms all the way up. Stepping the right foot back, again, just about a foot length. This time we're going to lift the heels. Take that inhale, take that little twist to the right. See if you can keep the arms by the ears. Inhale to center. Take that little twist to the left. Lovely, coming all the way back through center. Lower the heels as you come down over the legs, like a big bow over the legs. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, slide the right leg back, bring the knee down. Right hand stays on the floor as you circle the left arm forwards and up, and this time circle the hand onto your low back. An option to let that left knee roll open as you turn your chest up towards the sky. Lovely. Let's bring that left arm all the way back, bringing that knee to face forwards as you bring the hands down. This time up onto your fingertips as you inhale. And as you exhale, move the hips back into your little hamstring stretch. Bend the knee. Let the chest open as you breathe in. And breathing out to move back. Just one more of those. Inhale to come forwards. And exhale to come back. Lovely. This time we're going to bend the knee. Option to come onto all fours or lift the back knee. And step into your downward facing dog. Now you can stay there or roll the body forwards to plank as you inhale. And as you exhale, knees lifted or lowered, come down onto your tummy. Find your cobra or maybe a little upward dog, you decide. We meet in downward dog. Pausing in that downward dog as you allow the heels to sink down towards the floor. Let's start that slow walk forwards, coming to the top of the mat. Inhale as you lift the chest. And exhale to fold. Lovely. We're going to rise on up to stand. And hands to heart. Lovely. Other side. So you're going to bring the arms up by the ears. Left foot this time takes that little step back. Picking up the heels, a little balance as you take that twist to the left. Ooh, one side might feel harder than the other, back to center. Taking that little twist to the right, back to center as you lower the heels, taking that inhale. Exhale as you fold forwards. Lifting up halfway, left leg this time, slide it back, bring the knee down to the floor. So we're going to keep that left hand on the floor as you circle the right arm up. Hand onto the low back. Maybe let that right knee roll open as you spin your chest up towards the ceiling. Lovely. We're going to bring the hand back to the floor. Point the knee forwards. Rise up onto your fingertips so you can lift your chest. Let's take an inhale. And as you exhale, rock back. And again, inhale as you lift forwards, heart opens. And exhale to rock back. Lovely. One more time. Rocking back. Lovely. We're going to plant the hands, option all fours or into your downward dog. Rolling forwards to plank. If you're with me, remember you can skip this. Knees lifted or lower, down onto your tummy. Find your cobra, maybe your upward dog. We're going to meet in downward facing. From your downward dog, take that walk forwards, coming to the top of the mat. Inhale as you lift up halfway. And exhale to fold. We're going to rise on up. Last little bit. And hands to heart. So knowing that you can stop with that little balance at any time. Otherwise, we're going to add on. Bring the arms up. Step that right leg all the way back behind you. Lifting the heels. Taking that inhale. This time as you twist right, we're going to bring the left arm in front, right arm behind. You're going to split the arms. Lovely. Back to center. Twisting left. Right arm in front this time. Lovely. Inhaling up. Exhale, drop the heels, come down into your forward fold. Lifting up halfway. Exhale, right leg steps back. This time setting up for a high lunge, so on the ball of the back foot. When you're ready, we're going to rise on up, taking that breath in. That's it. And then take a big circle of the arms all the way down. Lovely. Rising up. Inhale. Breath in and breathing out. One more time. Big breath in to rise up. And this time as you exhale, bringing both hands down to the floor. Right hand stays where it is, taking the left arm up into that twist, keeping the back knee lifted as you can. Hands come down, option downward dog, or that three-legged dog, taking that front leg up to the sky. Rolling forwards to plank, lowering that foot as you bring the chest forwards. And then down onto your tummy. Finding that cobra, maybe that little upward dog, little squeeze of your bottom. Downward facing dog. Now you decide if you're happy with that little leisurely walk towards the top of the mat, feel free. Or if you want a little bit more, bend the knees, look forwards, and take a little hop. Coming to the top of the mat. Finding that flat back as you breathe in. And breathing out to fold. Let's rise on up. Last little burst of energy too. And hands to heart. Just going to do that with the left leg. So arms reach up, left leg steps back. So again, adding on that little challenge as you pick up the heels. As you twist left, we're going to bring the right arm in front, left arm behind you. We're going to split the arms. Lovely. Back through center. And then we're going to twist the other way. Beautiful. Left arm in front, coming all the way back as you lower the heels. Straight down into your forward fold. Hopefully hamstrings a little longer now. Inhale as you lift up. Ready to step the left foot back for that high lunge on the ball of the foot. Rising up when you're ready. Breath in. And that big opening through the chest. Circle the arms. Nice. Twice more. Rising up. And then that big circle. One more time. This time, hands coming down to the floor. So you're going to keep that left hand where it is as you take the right arm up into your twist. Both hands find the floor, maybe a downward dog or that three-legged dog. Last time to roll forwards to plank as you inhale and down onto your tongue. Find your last little back bend. You're going to meet in downward dog. From your downward dog, let's part the feet nice and wide. Coming down onto all fours, knees wider, big toes can draw together, and ease your way back down into your child pose. Maybe softening the elbows, you can let your forehead rest on the back of your hands there. Allowing the body now to soften. So hopefully incorporated a little bit of everything, a little bit of stretch, a little bit of movement, setting us up. We head towards what can be a busy week. Be acknowledging that change, that winter solstice, that shift in energy. Slow return of the light. And when you're ready, team, let's lift the chest. Bring the hands back towards your knees. You can drop the hips to one side. Pop the legs a ways in front of you. Give them a little shake. If you're in a chillier room and you want to pop any extra layers on, feel free. So I'm going to pop a little pair of sockies on. Toes are getting a little chilly. You might want to do the same. Well, can't pop your sockies on. And then we'll bring the heels towards the top of the mat. If you've really had enough and you just want to come down onto your back, feel free. Otherwise, we're going to do that little roll down, which is so good for our core strength and our back, because you reach the hands forwards, roll your way down onto your back. And when you get there, extend the arms back above the head and just have a little roll out through your ankles and your wrists there. Lovely. And then changing direction. And keeping the arms back above the head. I'm just going to shift your upper body over to the top right corner of your mat. And then take your feet in the same direction. So you've made a little banana shape with the body. You can take hold of that left wrist, gently giving it a tug over the top of the head. You can cross your left ankle over the right knee. But keep pressing down evenly through the low back there. So try not to roll all the way onto your right side. Let the head relax. Let the body soften into that lovely C-shaped stretch through the side body there. Take a nice deep breath into the left side of the body. And as you breathe out, slowly release, come back to center, and then we'll switch sides over, catching hold of that right wrist, maybe crossing right ankle over left. And pressing evenly through the low back as you find that lovely stretch down the opposite side of the body there. We'll take that lovely deep breath in. As you breathe out, come all the way back through center. As you lower the arms, if there's anything else you feel you need to do, if you want to have an extra twist, if you want to hug those knees up and in, feel free. Otherwise, allowing the body to come into that nice comfortable position for Shavasana. Getting yourself as warm and comfy as you can. Again, that moment to pause, to soften. And this lovely little short poem about the winter solstice I'll share with you. It happens in a moment, this tiny, imperceptible turning, when all at once the night ceases its imperial advance, and the next morning promises to dawn just a sigh earlier than the one before. But this is not yet the spring. But huddled in their dens, their nests, their thick forest groves, the creatures of the world put all their wordless faith in this quiet shift, dreaming songs of hope that maybe even now it's already happening. The return of the light. Slowly, when you're ready, just start to deepen and lengthen your breath. You're bringing that little movement back into your fingers, your toes, circle of the wrists and the ankles. You might want that lovely full body stretch before you hug both knees up and in towards the chest. And then just take a little roll, lie to one side, and come up to seated when you're ready. And when you're ready, coming to sit, let's bring the hands together at the hearts. Allow the chin to drop down towards the fingers, allow the shoulders to soften. Beautiful. Let's take that last lovely deep breath before Christmas together, sweeping the arms all the way out and up. Hands coming to heart. Thank you for all your support this year, and have a wonderful Christmas and a lovely winter solstice before we get there. And namaste. Thank you, team. Thank you, thank you.